Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Emma One coming to you with another lesson, all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. We give double honors to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. May we send blessings upon the elect and the 1/3, all the great multitude destined for salvation. In the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So, yeah, another tale, another lesson about this wicked agenda that this Esau is pushing, and this is furthermore, this is further proof that what he's doing is working on the masses, man. And this is going to be a simple lesson. I'm going to go into just like probably two chapters in our holy book, and yeah, that'll be that, man. But yeah, man. This is one of the many reasons why Babylon, or America, aka Babylon, or Babylon, aka I should say America, is going to be destroyed, man. So as you can see the title there, and this is on RT because I can still get these articles through this news network, man. Although it's been banned throughout the world because of this so-called war in Ukraine. Right, so it says nearly a third of Gen Z Americans are of the Alphabet Society survey says. So Gen Z are basically the youth, college, university student ages, right? And it says each successive US generation has seen larger numbers of self-identified non-heterosexuals. Right, so what's Esau been doing in his media and in his movies, in his stories, in his propaganda, his so-called woke movement, which we're not going to go too deep into it, but the original terminology for being woke was really attributed to Jake and him being aware of his enemy, of his history, and of who he is, man. Now some in the Kemetic community might call themselves woke and whatnot, but that's all false, man. We are awake, man, through these scriptures, man. The Lord has woke us up out of our slumber, man. Scripture says it's high time to wake up out of sleep, man. For our salvation draweth nigh, man. So that's what the Lord has done to us. Hence, we have the knowledge and the capabilities and the protection when we're doing these lessons, man. We can say what needs to be said without fear. Anyway, let's read on. So it says more than 1 in 4, and it's 28% Americans between the ages of 18 and 25, known as Generation Z, identified as the Alphabet Society in a survey published earlier this week by the Public Religion Research Institute. Right, so that's more than a quarter of the youth of America is now identifying under all these pronouns. The figure was the largest percentage recorded for any generation by the pollster, which conducted its research during August and September on a sample of over 6,600 people. Now, I don't want to go into the numbers because it's not really important, man. It says Generation Z was far more likely to identify as something other than straight than previous nations. So it says the PRRI, which was the what was it? Where is it again? The Public Religion Research Institute, right, did not speculate on the possible reasons for the trend, which has accompanied a rapid liberalization of attitudes about homosexuality in American society. But we know why, man. See, what you're working with is brainwashing of the highest degree. And brainwashing is really not a correct term for it, man. Because if to wash your brain, you got to look at words as they are sometimes. To wash your brain with to make it clean. Well, this is not making your brain clean or your mind clean. It is polluting it, man. Right? It's polluting it. Good for evil, evil for good, light for darkness, darkness for light, man. That's what's going on here. And it's gradualism. So the more you input this into society, the more you're likely to affect the minds, especially of the young, because the youth are very what's the word I'm looking for? Or they're easily coerced, let's just say it like that, because I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. So this gradualism, man, over the course of time have made these youngsters accept. So they're working on generations, the younger generation. Each generation's been worked on till now. We've come to the point where this generation is wholly accepting most things that's being pushed upon them. Because it's all about social justice, right? They want to be seen as being, in from their perspective, they want to be seen as being good people, good people, social justice warriors. What was I? So let's just jump down. It says homosexual acts only stopped being a federal crime in the US following the 2003 Supreme Court decision, Lawrence versus Texas. Though many states had already scrapped their sodomy laws by this time. It says the 2014 Obergefell versus Hodges decision legalized same-sex marriage, which had been illegal across the US since 1996. But it's still illegal according to the scriptures, man. We're not going to go to those, man, because we already know. I'm not about to dig those ones out. It says individual states have since been required to license and perform such marriages, while same-sex couples have been able to adopt children. Just 35 UN member states allow this. So yeah, man, Esau is showing you. This is showing you the grip that Esau now has on the minds of the young man. You go around, if you will see any videos on YouTube about people questioning the morals of these Generation Z people, they're up for everything, man. You can be anything you want. You can do anything you want, and it's all okay as long as you're happy, man. That whole Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt spirit. Here's a little side note. There's a person called Dylan Mulvaney, which is a very skinny, effeminate man who is walking around dressing up as a woman. And this person, I don't know under what format, but this person, apparently, I haven't looked into it properly because I really couldn't be bothered, has won a title of Woman of the Year. This is the person that was being sponsored by Bud Light, that light beer that they sell out there in America, man, which a lot of guys and women have boycotted, man. So you have, this is how upside down this place is, man. You have men replacing women now. Actually just replacing them, not even pretending to be alongside them. They're replacing them now. Now a man is better at being a woman than a woman. How does that make sense? It's craziness, man. Anyway, let's get into the scriptures, man. So 2 Peter 2 And 4 it says, "For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment," right? And that's talking about us, man, right? Angels don't sin for starters. Hell is a condition which we are in, according to Deuteronomy 28 from the 15th verse onwards, man. All the curses that we're under, right? To be reserved unto judgment. So the judgment goes both ways. You can have good judgment or you can have evil judgment poured upon you, man. You know, we those of us that have been woken out of sleep wish for and pray for the good judgment to fall upon us, man. But the majority of our people are going to get that evil judgment upon them, man. Right, it says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness," right, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So we're not we want to be like Noah, man. We want to be the men that, you know, that see what's going on and you know, stay in the right spirit. You know, make the Lord, hopefully the Lord keeps us in the right spirit. You know, of wanting righteousness, and not destroy us with this flood of fire that's gonna come, and this flood of nuclear fire that's gonna rain down upon this earth, man. We want to escape that. That second death, man. That's the second death that's coming. It says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that should live ungodly." Because that's going to be, it's another example that's coming, man. "And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked." It says, "For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds." You know, and that's how we feel here, man. That's how we feel here, because it's a constant battle to stay above it, man. You're drowning in wickedness. Iniquity is all around us, man. And it taints you. It gets on you, man. The demons are around trying to get you um to come off the path, man. Alright, so this is basically now America is the new Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, the scripture says. So now that flood, that nuclear fire flood, is coming for them, man. And one of the reasons why is what they're doing out there, pushing this wicked agenda, which they're trying to flood the rest of the earth with. You know, trying to go to the African countries and make them change their ways and their laws and their culture to fit in with the Babylonian culture and ways, man. Remember what Babylon means? It means confusion, man. That is the city of confusion. So let's just jump to Revelation 17, and I'm gonna read from here, and I'm gonna this will be the last bit I read. So Revelation 17 and 1, it says, "And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials," right? And that's the judgment that's coming, man. You know, that final judgment, all the plagues, and which of the last major one is that nuclear fire, man. "And talk with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters." So, you know, the great whore, and it's going to go into, it says, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." Because that's what Babylon's been doing, man. You know, fornicating with these other nations, man. You know, spreading its wicked behavior amongst these other nations, and they are drunk off that what we call the Babylon juice, man. You know, This world is so susceptible to going to the side of darkness rather than the side of light, man. So easily swayed into believing that what is evil is really good. Now, if you talk against this whole thing that they're pushing, which we're going into right now, you're the evil one. You're wicked and evil and hateful because you know that this is wickedness, man, that they're pushing. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit. And just to make that point again, it says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So that being made drunk is basically falling under the spell of its of Babylon's wicked teachings and wicked ways, man. Right? It says, verse 3 says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet coloured beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that woman, that is Babylon, aka America, man. Right? And that 7 heads and the 10 horns represent the NATO and the EU. Right? Which they hope to bring about the new world order under the rule of that. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and a scarlet colour, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. That's that Babylon juice in that, man. All the evil deeds and the iniquity and unrighteousness that they poured out on the nations, man. Made them drink it as well. Made them drink it, because a lot of the times they're going around and they're forcing countries under their rule and under their sanctions to follow their ways, man, or be punished. It says, and upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Yeah, all the wickedness that is spread about, man, stems from that place. It's that simple. You can talk about so many things. You know, we're talking about one particular topic right now, which we know is this whole alphabet stuff, man. But also the poison medicines, the poison in your food and in your water, right? The lies told about um, us. All these other nations, man, they believe us to be a certain thing because they've listened to the lies of Babylon, man. You know what did they do to us, man? To the Gadites, man. To the Reubenites and all of that, man, and to the Judites and the Benjamites and the Levites. Slavery and taking land and slaughtering our people, man. And it says, I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai, not Jesus, man. It's Yahweh Shai, right? And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, and the mountains generally refer to government, governments and leaders, man. Top big leadership groups, right, or nations on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. So anyway, look, really got to the point, but This is the reason why why America's going to be destroyed, man. And you know what? As I'm talking, I might as well just get something else, man. Jeremiah 51. In fact, hold on, let me get. No, let's just stay here. Jeremiah 51. It says, Babylon judged for sins against Israel and against sins against the whole world, man. It says, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that destroying wind is those nuclear devices, man. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So the earth is about to turn. The nations of the earth are about to turn against America, man. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her host. All right. I'll jump down to 6. It says, Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. We just read that, right? In Revelation 17. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And they are mad, man. Anywhere in the Western world is spitting that same bullshit that America's trying to spread amongst the other nations, man. Right, so I'm gonna leave it at that anyway. So yeah, man, one of the many reasons why Babylon, aka America, will be destroyed, man. Lord willing, this was edifying, and I'm gonna finish by saying Kaha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. And I say shalom to the next one. Shalom.